YouTube, it's your guy, not your average trucker, man. Figured I'd shoot a quick video. Today is February 16th, 2019. It's NBA All-Star weekend. And I just wanted to post a quick video. I know my son and his wild hair about to try to jump in my shot, but just wanted to post a quick video about the NBA All-Star Weekend, man. It's here in Charlotte, North Carolina, uh, and I was super excited about it. You understand? I've always been a basketball fan. Prior to moving to Charlotte, I moved to Charlotte in 2005 or something like that. And prior to moving to Charlotte, I was a huge basketball guy. I was more of a basketball guy than a football guy, but naturally after I moved here, I became more of a football guy because at the time, um, we didn't even have, man, we didn't even have a freaking basketball team. The Hornets had went to New Orleans, and then once the Bobcats got here, they were trash. But so I just was a Panther dude. But anyway, man, it's NBA All Star Weekend, and I never been to the festivities before. Last time All Star Weekend was in Charlotte. It was like 90 or 91, man. I was a teenager at the time, and I wasn't even living in Charlotte. I was living 2 hours away in Durham, North Carolina. Plus, I was a kid anyway. Max, quiet. So I was excited to go. You know what I mean? It's funny because my wife ended up getting super mad at me because tickets is dumb high for these events. Like, I've been looking for tickets, since basketball season started. They weren't available anywhere initially, but it's always scammers out here that got fake websites. So it was always like fake websites that had a bunch of tickets. But I ain't an idiot, so if I couldn't buy it at the box office for the arena, or if I couldn't buy it at Ticketmaster or StubHub, I wasn't going to do it. So then once they actually started popping up on StubHub and freaking, come on, baby, StubHub and freaking Ticketmaster, prices was dumb high. Sitting in the lower levels was like $5,000 and up, and sitting in the nosebleeds, which I would never do. If I got to sit in the nosebleeds, I would never go to an event because you get a better experience just watching it on your big screen TV at the crib. But so tickets was dumb high, and I had two sons. The whole time I was wanting to take both of my sons so they could see the All Star game, but I wasn't about to sit here and blow 15 grand, to see a freaking dunk contest or exhibition basketball game. But needless to say, I ended up coming up on a ticket for myself. Ticket was still high, but hey, I work hard, I deserve it. And man, end up causing beef at the crib. My wife is mad. My wife only works weekends, and so the game started at 8. She's a nurse in the ICU, and she's 7 months pregnant, so she's already not feeling like herself. And the game, the whole Saturday night thing starts at freaking 8 p.m. and normally she gets home around 7:30. But I ended up, I'm so anxious to go to the game. I ended up taking the kids and freaking meeting her up there, and she was mad. After watching the dunk contest, the 3-point shootout, I was honestly scared to come home. Scared I was gonna get hit in the head with a frying pan or something, man, because she had a long 12-hour shift. She went to work 6:30 in the morning, and technically her shift isn't over till 7 p.m. And if she has a real sick patient, because like I said, she's in the ICU, she might get home later than that. So she had a stressful day, and I'm meeting her in the middle of the street. I made her jump in my car since the kid, my son was already in my car, and I jumped in hers just so I could get to the event. And that caused drama, man. But needless to say, it was funny. I was just more excited about going to the events because you are as a kid growing up, you always see them on TV. You always see all the celebrities at the dunk contest. You see all the NBA stars jumping up and down. I just wanted to be a part of that. Come on, baby. I just wanted to be a part of that, man. So I was excited, so much so that I didn't even know who was competing. I knew in the 3-point shootout, Steph and his brother, they grew up in Charlotte, so I knew obviously they was competing. But as far as the people in the dunk contest, I had no clue who was competing. I just wanted to be there. Ended up being a bunch of no-name dudes. Plus, we had a dude from the Hornets up there. Basically, it seems like they just picked guys that went to college around North Carolina, man, because it was a bunch of bums, but they had the dudes that went to college in the ACC. One dude was from Wake Forest, one dude was from NC State. But I mean, as far as like reputable players in the league, like even Bridges, that the Hornets guy to play for us. I mean, he ain't nothing to write home about. But I was just excited to be in the building. It just so happens my seats was right beside TNT's booth or whatever, so I was able to see Shaq. I got pictures of Shaq. Obviously, I got pictures with Shaq. When I first walked in, Shaq was there. Who else I see? Reggie Miller. I saw Ernie. So, I mean, my seats was good. It was a little pricey, but I mean, it's a once in a lifetime scenario. That's what I was trying to explain to my wife, man. Last time they did it in Charlotte was '91, and I was a freaking teenager, man. I had no money, and I lived multiple hours away. So it was a once in a lifetime deal for me, kind of like going to the Super Bowl. That's why I was mad when the Panthers was in the Super Bowl a couple years ago, because I really wanted to fly me and my wife out there. But the Super Bowl was on February 7th, which is my wife's birthday. And, she didn't want to be a part of that for her birthday, because at the time, to fly me and her out there, plus tickets to the game and hotel, it was going to cost me about 25, 30 grand. And my wife was like, nah, bro, that's really, really stupid. But needless to say, man, this video's all over the place, man. I was just excited, man. I felt like a little kid to be a part of the NBA All-Star festivities. And, I mean, I got yelled at so much. I was going to buy tickets for the All-Star game today, too. But I got yelled at so much for getting tickets to the dunk contest that I'll probably sit this one out. I don't know. I'm still looking. Because if I see like a deal, like, about $2,000 or something, I might go anyway and just deal with the consequences when I get home. But like I tell y'all all the time, man, I'm a sports fanatic for my, my Hornets and my Panthers. And, I like basketball and football, professional, no matter what. You understand? I don't do college sports at all, but I was just happy to be there, man. Chicago, not your average trucker. I work hard, and being that I work hard, man, I deserve to be able to play hard. Because what's the point of working, driving all these miles, or having all these trucks and employees if you can't enjoy it? That's what I'm telling my wife, man. My wife is more concerned with, just stacking money and saving it forever. I die with a gazillion dollars in the bank. What good is that, man? I already beat cancer. I already beat life as a black man growing up in the hood. I want to be able to enjoy myself sometimes too, but it's your guy, not your average trucker. I'm just ecstatic that I saw the dunk contest in person, man. And that guy from the Knicks, man, he was so garbage, I don't even remember his name. But the dude missed the dunk every round. They need to change these rules, man. You should get one attempt. Y'all are professionals. Y'all supposed to be the best of the best. I know street ballers out here doing more difficult dunks, and they do it on one attempt. So an NBA player, if you brick or you jump up and you ain't got it together, I don't want to hear this, oh, that ain't an attempt, though. You get 3 attempts. That shit was corny. And then they gave him a 50 after he missed the first 2 and then went up. I mean, come on, B. But this your guy, not your average trucker, man. Holla at me, Instagram, trucker, not your average. You can shoot me an email, truckernotyouraverage@gmail. I'm on Twitter, but don't nobody follow me on Twitter, man. I got like 4 followers. But all y'all be easy, stay safe. Shout out to my Charlotte Hornets. Shout out to my Carolina Panthers. And shout out to all my truckers out there, you know what I mean, with the hammer down, working, grinding. Y'all stay safe, stay easy, keep your head up. You heard me?